What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Opetaia versus Jordan Thompson, and this was a 12-rounder in the cruiserweight division for the IBF World Championship. And this fight was Saturday, September 30th, from the Wembley Arena in Wembley, London, England. And this fight was broadcasted on DAZN. And in this fight, Opetaia absolutely destroyed and ran through Jordan Thompson like he was nothing, brutally knocking him out in 4 rounds. What could I say? This was an amazing performance from Opetaia. I thought this fight was going to go a little bit later, more of a mid to late stoppage for Opetaia, but it happened early. This was a destructive performance from Opetaia. I didn't expect him to look this good. I thought he might have had some ring rust in there, might have wanted to, or might have had to ease it out a bit over a few rounds and get right into it. But no, he went straight up in there and destroyed Thompson. Leading up to the stoppage, I had this bout scored 30-26 in favor of Opetaia. And just to break this fight down round by round and how it was going, first round was a huge round for Opetaia. Opetaia landed a big left hand that backed up Thompson, got him really hurt in the corner. He started throwing huge combinations for towards the end of the first round. Huge combinations on Thompson. I thought it could have been stopped there. Thompson was getting hit with massive combinations. He got hit with a big left hand and got wobbled against the ropes, almost down. The ropes held him up. It was a big first round for Opetaia. Thompson was really, really hurt. Then round number two, Opetaia was dominating throughout. It was just almost the same as the first round without Thompson being stuck in the corner. He was just getting hit with big left hands. But towards the end of the round, Thompson landed a decent right. But really throughout, it was a dominating round for Opetaia. Then in round number three, both of them were just going at it and swinging. Thompson was trying to get one shot in there that could possibly hurt Opetaia, but Opetaia was just too good and too technically gifted for him. He landed another big left hand and some hooks on Thompson that got him hurt, followed up by a big leaping left hook that was sort of more of a push that sent Thompson down, and I believe the referee called that one a knockdown. Wasn't going straight to counting at first. He was looking down at Thompson, who was complaining. Then I think, from what I saw, he called that a knockdown. Then, there was a 10-8 round. I gave it to Opetaia, but even if the referee didn't call it a knockdown, because I'm not 1,000% sure if that referee did, but either way, it was a dominating round for Opetaia. Thompson started bleeding out of the mouth, was pretty hurt, or out of the nose and the mouth, was very hurt. And then in round number four, or even towards the end of the third round, he was getting wobbled left and right with big left hands into the ropes, and I thought they were going to stop it then, but they didn't, which was shocking. Then in the fourth round, towards the beginning, there was a big left hand that wobbled Thompson again. He was on the ropes, was almost falling forward, and the referee stopped in, and he went down to the canvas after a left hand and some other good shots. And that referee stopped the fight. Thompson went down, and it was over. So a dominating performance from Opetaia. What is next for him? 23-0 with 18 KOs. He's got heavy power in his hands. So the options are that he could fight someone ranked in the top 15 in the cruiserweight division. He could rematch Myris Briedis, or he could fight one of the other champions in the cruiserweight division. So he could possibly fight Badou Jack. I could see that maybe happening in Saudi Arabia, a world title unification. Because Badou Jack in his past couple of fights has fought in the zone, maybe they could get that done on some big card that they could do next year in Saudi Arabia. Who knows? When it comes to Chris Bellum-Smith, I don't necessarily think that could happen next, considering the promotional difference. And Arsene Goulimiriman, the WBA champion at cruiserweight, most people haven't even heard of him in their lives, because he fights in France, doesn't really fight in any big stage. He's got some decent wins, but hasn't really fought anyone to really note that is sort of popular in the cruiserweight division. But then he could fight Myris Briedis in a rematch. That could be an interesting fight. Briedis is ranked number 3 by the IBF right now. But it might not happen, considering Briedis is sort of off. Like, he's not really on his social media saying, "Oh, I want that rematch." Like, he's not vocal about it. He's vocal about fighting guys like Jake Paul and other guys just for big money fights. And then he could fight a list of any of these names that either are coming off of big wins in the cruiserweight division or are ranked in the IBF. He could fight Isaac Chamberlain, could fight Richard Riakporhe, or could fight Yves Ngabu, who just beat Floyd Masson for the IBO Cruiserweight title. But then when it comes to Jordan Thompson, he's now 15-1. I think for him, he's just going to build himself back up to where he was now. He might have to fight some lower level guys, get easy wins on these matchroom cards, and then come back and maybe have a decent fight against a decent level cruiserweight fighter in the next few years. So overall, Jai Opetaia destroys Jordan Thompson, brutally knocking him out inside 4 rounds to retain his IBF title. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.